Hey, I got a confession.
Now this is RiverVale Crest Condo. One of the very rare condominium right here in D19 Sengkang. That's right beside the huge shopping mall right there. A two-seater, beautiful kids table. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my goodness. And we're heading up to 3+ the utility room on the top floor with an extreme high ceiling of 8.4 meters, and that gives you the chance to build a beautiful 5 square meters furniture deck. Follow Propertylimbrothers on this home tour. Let's go. Alright, so welcome to RiverVale Crest, and I'm so excited to show you this particular unit that I'm standing in right now. Now this is 1,464 square feet, and there are a lot of good things that we want to chat about today in this particular home tour. The first thing, of course, I want to show you is this beautiful landed facing. Now if we were to look at the possibility of condominiums facing towards a landed view, that is definitely extremely rare. And if you were to pop by a little bit more, Bonnie, let's come over, is that there are no road dividing right here between the landed enclave and RiverVale Crest. And the entire RiverVale Crest right here that we're standing right now, this condominium has only 6 stacks that are facing towards this landed enclave. And of course, this is the St. Anne's Woods landed enclave right here in D19 part of Sengkang. Let me just track back a little bit to this part here. And for those of you who love an open kitchen concept, this is lovely for you. Of course, you can also double up with a sliding panel glass that would then enclose your entire kitchen space if you love to do heavy cooking at home. Now, why is this unit particularly unique and rare is that I'm standing right now on the top floor unit at level 16 in the entire RiverVale Crest condo. Right here, you only have 22 of this type of particular layouts, which is the 3+ utility layout right here in the entire condominium that comprise of 490 units. A bit of brief backdrop about this particular condo right here is that you will immediately notice this is one of the rare condos that is situated right beside a shopping mall, and this was completed in the year 2002. Lease start date was at 1997. In the entire Sengkang enclave right here, you only have 3 different enclaves that gives you that proximity to a huge shopping mall that if you're looking at. Now, the first one is of course right there at Sengkang MRT Station, and of course that's Campus Heights, situated right beside Campus 1. Second one is the one that's still under construction right there, Sengkang Grand Residences, of course going to be an integrated project with Buangkok MRT Station. And if you to have a look at the latest coveted price right there, the performance of Sengkang Grand is so great that it's already transacting at close to about $1,851 per square foot for a 3-bed layout right there. Later we'll dive on to the pricing analysis, because this particular unit right here hits that favorite Trifecta sweet spot that we're looking at. This unit right here, let me bring on the floor plan to give you a little bit of back brief. This is 1,464 square feet. If you were to look at the amount of size in every portion of this home, the bedroom size are enormous, and nowadays it's difficult to find 3 bedrooms that can fit in a king bed in all of the bedrooms. So even the 2 common bedrooms allows you the luxury to fit in a king size bed. Now this layout is extremely unique because not all the top floors right here enjoy this beautiful L-shaped layout that gives you 8.4 meters ceiling right there in the living area. So potentially what you can do is that you can probably invest about 20 to 25,000 to build a beautiful furniture deck that extends upwards, giving you a 5 square meters steppable area on the loft zoning, still allowing you to look downwards towards the living area. And all you need to do is just to open up the ceiling right here in the living room zone.
I want to know if you want to take it slow. Hop up on my jet and roll to Tokyo.
Now I'm going to show you the kitchen first, because that's where the magic happens. If you think that you want to build in a little bit more creativity to create that 4th bedroom that you want. So before I show you the kitchen in detail, I need to bring you to the yard first. So nowadays it's also very difficult to get a yard at this level of size. This is an L-shaped yard. You have this beautiful corner right here to tuck in the washer cum dryer. If you want a stack up option with a stack up dryer on top, that is doable as well. WC bathroom, and because you already have an ensuite bathroom in your master, you also have a huge common bathroom right there on your bedroom walkway. This WC bathroom, if you don't need it, I would suggest that you can convert this into your storeroom as well. And you still have an additional storeroom right there on your bedroom walkway as well. So you have 2 different areas for storage. This is the utility room. Of course, if you have a live-in helper, I would suggest that you leave this room intact for a live-in helper. There's top vent windows ventilation as well. In addition, you can also install wall fans inside the utility room. Now, if you don't need that utility room, what you can do is that you can then convert the utility room into a full-size study room that gains you accessibility right from your master room. Because if you bring out the floor plan, the connecting wall beside the master room as well as the utility room has no pillar walls, so that allows you to have enormous amount of creativity. Just have a look at some of our rendering images to give you some possibilities right there. So there's a lot of way to do that. You can put in a 2-panel sliding glass door for you to fulfill that study room option. Alternatively, if you are okay to sacrifice the walkway storeroom, then that can be a full-size bedroom as well for you to fit in a single bed and a study table and small wardrobe. And then this apartment can then be fully converted into a 4-bedroom apartment. Now let's have a look at the kitchen. So kitchen layout is a full-size squarish layout, and the original layout in terms of entry point was from the front. After configuration, you still have an enormous amount of space for storage needs. So right tucked at this corner, you have the top and bottom cabinetry system, and then right here, this acts a little bit like a breakfast table zoning. Yet at the same time, owners have then built up storage right at the bottom area of the sink as well. So you have these 2 panels here. You also have 4 pull-outs right there at this direction. So at the start of this video, we mentioned that if you do heavy cooking, what you can do is that you can mount a glass panel right here all the way to the ceiling level, and then over here you can install a sliding panel glass door right there. So you still have that see-through effect, and because you're at the top floor, just enjoy this view with me for a little moment. So you don't get direct buildings right in front of you, because if you're facing block to block within your condominium, sometimes a higher floor might have very close proximity with some of the neighbors right across the opposite block. Now this is a fantastic view because the landed enclave right in front of us is pretty deep, and if you look at the exact location of RiverVale Crest Condo, we're about 2 bus stops from Sengkang bus interchange, and you'll also be surprised to find that RiverVale Crest Condo is just having a side gate right tucked beside the mall. So just by exiting the side gate, you can just cross over to Rivervale Mall. There's no street divider as well, so it's also extremely safe for your kids. And Rivervale Mall right now is tucked with tons of amenities right here for your families to enjoy day to day and over the weekend. Just have a look at the mall directory. You'll be surprised to find that firstly, you have the huge NTUC FairPrice supermarket right there. Tons of fast food outlets as well as food junction. So in terms of fast food, you got Subway, McDonald's, you have KFC, you have a lot of different F&B options right there for you and your kids to enjoy over the weekend. If we are talking about schools, right opposite St. Joseph's Convent, that is actually the Jalan Merdu landed enclave. Just right in the enclave, there's already 8 childcare centers right there and kindergarten. So you're gonna have a lot of choices right there for your little ones. Right below us, there's also a Montessori right tucked downstairs at the St. Anne's Wood landed enclave. So in terms of school options, definitely fantastic. We are also a kilometers from Mito Primary School as well as St. Joseph Convent right here. And in the entire Sengkang, there are more than 9 primary schools right here in terms of options for the entire Sengkang estate. And one of the key benefits, if you own an extremely high floor unit, of course this is the top floor, is that you do not have to on the lights during the daytime. You have beautiful brightness right here. And at the same time, RiverVale Crest is being done with almost like a full height window panel up to your knee length. And in terms of width, this is fantastic. Just have a look at the width from your sitting area to your TV console zoning. You also have that space right there to put in a full-size piano for your kids to learn and enjoy. And in terms of dining space, I just love this huge squarish mirror right here, and this just suits the entire theme of this home together with this beautiful hanging light right there at the dining area. In terms of sitting capacity, this is great. If you want to put in like a fitted carpentry system here with the bench sitting arrangement and a bottom kind of storage zoning for your dining table and changing it into a longer shape kind of dining space, that is also possible. In terms of space right here, up to 8-seater, that is fantastic. And we like the entry zoning right there with the wide width, because you can still construct a full-size through cabinetry system right here along this wall before you enter. So this is a very beautiful width zoning. And when you buy projects that was completed in the early 2000s, of course in the early 2000s, the predominant design is going for full-size built-in area with no balcony. And because of the fact that there's no balcony, you get to enjoy a lot of space internally, including the bedroom size. Let's have a look at some of the main condo enclaves right here in the Sengkang estate. So firstly, you have the township center right there in Sengkang MRT Station. Of course, that is being flushed with the Northeast MRT line. Northeast MRT line is fantastic because it connects with one of the fewest stations to reach you towards Dhoby Ghaut station immediately. And of course, from Dhoby Ghaut, you can transit into Orchard and Town area. You can also transit from Serangoon MRT Station, which is an intersecting point with Circle Line, backwards one station that will then bring us towards Punggol, which you can also enjoy shopping at Watertown as well. And if we were to look at the enclave right there within the Sengkang Township central area, you only have three choices. One is Campus Heights, which is now currently at about $1,000 odd per square foot. You also have La Fiesta, you have Luxury as well. And then as we move to Buangkok, which is also another enclave with a mall right there. In terms of performance, just have a look at Esperina Residences. It was an EC that has reached its MOP a couple of years back. Now it's already transacting averagely at about $1,200 plus $1,300 per square foot. And you have Jewel at about $1,400 plus per square foot. You have Quartz, which is a slightly older resale as well. And then you have the Sengkang Grand Residences, which was a new launch, and that is already transacting between $1,600 to $1,800 per square foot. So why are we talking about price as well is that if you were to look at RiverVale Crest at $900 odd per square foot, this is a very interesting opportunity for you to own something in the Trifecta region that you enjoy quantum play, you enjoy a huge size apartment with potential to make it into a 4-bedder. You also enjoy that nice entry right there below $1,000 because in terms of size and PSF entry price, that brings a very important decision factor in the next 3 to 5 years. If you still have intention to probably want to exit into maybe a larger size apartment, or maybe you want to downsize, or maybe you want to upgrade to a landed property, this is going to be a very interesting opportunity as well. In terms of Trifecta, $1.35 million is the asking price and the size is 1464. That brings us to about $922 per square foot. On top of that, you'll also be surprised to hear that the monthly maintenance fee for this large size unit is less than $250 per month, and yet giving you this beautiful quiet facing that fronts the entire landed enclave right here throughout the living, plus all the 3 bedrooms. Let me just bring you to the first bedroom. So as you can see, this is currently fitted with a queen bed already. You can go up to a full king if you want. And you have a nice corner wall right here for L corner wardrobe space. You still have space right here for a study table. Of course, right now we're putting a huge chest of drawer for the kids' toys. And you enjoy the same landed facing as well. Now, if you look at the position of where we are right now at stack number 20, we're almost right in the middle of the landed enclave. We're not close to the HDB enclave on the right-hand side. You're not close to the main road on the left-hand side. You are pretty deep into the enclave. That gives you a lot of serenity. That gives you a lot of quietness over the evening timing. Now, flip over. This is your common bathroom. So common bathroom is great in size. Standing shower tucked at the corner and easy to maintain over the years. And most importantly, ventilation window is part of the key design right here. Now, this is the space that we've been talking about. So this is your secondary storage space. And this is a great space for you to use it as a bookcase. You can use it to store, of course, a lot of your daily necessities, toiletries, different kind of items right here. And we were talking about the fact in terms of the few different options is that if let's say you don't have a live-in helper, you can convert the yard bathroom into a full-size storage area. You can then use this as an entry point into your 4th bedroom. We need to bring out that floor plan again as well as on the rendering image for you to visualize. So this can be made into a 4th bedroom using the space in the utility room, and then this can be a full-size 4-bedder. Now, let's have a look at the 2nd bedroom. A mirror image from the 1st bedroom. So this is the perfect layout right now that I think if your kids are living here. So you can use this as a bunk bed space. If not a super single or single, is perfect for your kids as well. Still giving you a lot of space right in the middle for them to play their Legos over the weekends. A 2-seater, beautiful kids table. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, I have this as well for Ethan at home. We missed one collection because Daddy forgot to buy the Happy Meal that day and I was scolded by my wife. Oh yeah, we have this Triceratops. Alright, so as you can see, you have a full wall here for your kids to put in their photographs, their memories right here. This was the default from developer wardrobe. Right now, of course, you can switch to different kinds of wardrobe system. If you want to change in terms of like laminate finishing, you can also do that if you want to keep the original structure. And as you can can see, we also still have a lot of space right here. So the beauty, of course, is that when you don't have that balcony space, and nowadays, of course, in terms of new development, sometimes the balcony stretches from living room all the way to the second or third bedroom, and that is something that you need to decipher whether do you want a balcony space or do you prefer to have more built-in area. Of course, if you go for projects that was completed in early 2000s, on top of not having that balcony space is that in terms of density, there's only 490 units in this huge project, and you still have 2 tennis courts downstairs for a family to utilize on top of the clubhouse, on top of the open parking on level 1, on top of the basement parking that you get to enjoy during rainy days, on top of the huge pool right in the middle, and a lot of lawn space plus kids playground for your family to enjoy as well. And then the barbecue pits are also right there for you to utilize. Now let me bring you to the master. Now this space that I'm standing in is also rare because how often do you get a walk-in wardrobe space by default in your huge master room that can put in a huge king like this and 2 extremely huge side table, and you still have huge chests of drawers right here if you can just visualize the amount of space that you get within your master ensuite, and sliding panels right here within your walk-in zoning. If you want to put a little bit like a bifold door system, that's also doable. If not, a sliding glass panel is also doable if you want a little bit more privacy. And that links you to your ensuite. Now I would say that the ensuite is larger than the one in the common bathroom, and you have, wow, quite a huge standing shower area. You really have to come here and have a look here. And I just love the fact that in the early 2000s, the design is really focused on having that huge ventilation crosswind right there. And similarly, full privacy. Now, something to note is that when you hunt for apartments, firstly, top floor units are hard to come by because a lot of owners, after living in the high floor units, they enjoy great views. Most of the time, they would not want to part with their apartment unless they have plans to buy a bigger space. On top of having this view, this also means that during the day or the evening, technically speaking, you don't have to pull down your blinds because there's no privacy issue right here. Nobody can see through into all your bedrooms as well as the living room because you are like at the highest point right here. So you just do a view check right there. Basically, this is yours to keep. Landed enclaves, they don't move. The government don't change zoning for existing landed enclave. The landed zoning is there to stay to protect your view. And in Singapore right now, where every time when you see an empty land plot right in front of you, you know that basically in the next 5 to 10 years, something will come up as a high-rise building right in front of you. And this is an extremely rare site for you to keep. Last but not least, as we mentioned, Sengkang is a beautiful estate with an 80-20 kind of density in terms of HDB apartments as well as private apartments. Now what does this mean is that in future, if you want to exit, you know that Sengkang has a huge and ready audience pool of HDB upgrading families that might be looking to plant their families right back in Sengkang because they have been living here for the past 5 to 10 years. Their kids are studying in the schools right there, inside the kindergartens as well. So if they want to upgrade, RiverVale Crest is one of the key choices that they can look at because technically speaking, you also don't have other competing condos that is tucked right beside us. You are the only one right here, right beside Rivervale Mall. So this is going to be one of the key choices if a family is looking at something that is of a quantum play, yet at the same time having that host of amenities right there within the mall itself. So if you want to have a look at this place, give a call to our listing managers. The numbers are all right down here, and this video can also be viewed on our Instagram, Facebook, YouTube and TikTok channels. And thank you for following Propertylimbrothers over the years, and we hope to see you soon. Meantime, take care. 不是千里耳。OK， 好，那我们。sorry, I think Bonnie 在那边。OK， 我走出来。几个孩子啊？2个，在小学哈。
一个在小学，一个在 K2，所以一个的学校就在楼下，就在那个 land 那边。OK， 我这边可以看得到的外面。对。